Hey YouTube, it's Natasha. I know that I haven't updated in a while and I apologize. I will explain to you why I haven't in just a moment. I want to apologize for the way I look. Haven't had any makeup on in almost 2 weeks, so it's a little terrifying and I apologize. So Friday the 15th, pardon me. Friday the 15th I went into the hospital with pains on my lower right side. They were not ovulation pains. They were more severe than that. I had called into work, so I went into the hospital. They did an ultrasound and they told me that because they couldn't find my appendix, they were going with that it was a burst cyst. So I go home with no pain meds and a lot of pain. I am told that it's a burst cyst, so the pain should get better and to come back on Monday if it hasn't. I was supposed to work Friday and was supposed to work Saturday, Sunday. So how he expected me to wait until Monday, I don't know. So Saturday I wake up and the pain's not getting any better, so I call back into work and tell them that I can't come in. And I spend the day trying to relax as much as I can with the 2.5-year-old. My parents have me over for supper because I'm not eating, I'm not hungry. And then I asked them to take me back to the hospital and watch my daughter. My husband has been working 3 to 11:30 p.m. And so I asked them to watch my daughter while I went to the hospital, thinking that I wouldn't be there long. I spent over 2 hours alone waiting in the waiting room in the most uncomfortable chair in life in excruciating pain. I finally see a doctor. He says he's going to take a look at my ultrasound and that he is thinking of doing a CAT scan, but they're hesitant because of the radiation, but that he feels that there's no choice. So we do the CAT scan, or they put an IV in me first and they give me morphine. And then we do the CAT scan and he tells me he still can't find my appendix. So he wants to keep me overnight and he wants to do surgery the next day that involves sticking a camera in my stomach to see what they can find. I managed to get a message out to my mom before my phone died, letting her know that this is what they wanted to do. And then from before 11:30 until 3:30 or around there, I waited for a bed in more uncomfortable chairs, passing out because I had morphine in me. So I get up to the bed, I pass out. I remember waking up the Sunday morning. My blood pressure was really low, and every time I sat up, I would vomit. And since I hadn't eaten since Saturday night at like 5, it was just bile, which is really unpleasant when you have nothing in your stomach. Vomiting is brutal. Anyways, I managed to get up to call my husband to tell him to come get my jewelry for the surgery. I had the anesthesiologist come talk to me because I've never been put under before. I've had a C-section that I was awake for, and I have had my wisdom teeth taken out, but I was awake for that as well. So I've never been put under before, and I'm a little nervous. He tells me that they're going to take a look-see, and if it's one of my tubes, they'll remove it. If it's my appendix, they'll remove it. If it's a cyst, they'll see what they have to do to try and make it better. The fact that he even mentioned the removal of a tube terrified me since, you know, I'm obviously trying to conceive, and it's 7 months, and it's difficult enough with both tubes, let alone with just one. So I was really nervous and scared at that point. I go for the surgery. I wake up. My mom, my dad, my husband are there. They tell me that everything looks fine in there. So there's nothing wrong with my tubes and there's nothing wrong with my anything else, which is good news to me because I was really nervous that there was something wrong down there. He told me that the gynecologist said that there was no burst cyst and there wasn't a sign of a burst cyst, and he said that even though my appendix looked fine, that they took it out anyways. They couldn't find anything else that was causing the pain, so they took out the appendix, which doesn't bother me because I haven't had the pain since then, so obviously it was my appendix. He says it could have been the early stages of appendicitis, so that's obviously what it was if I'm not in pain anymore. So that being said, that's what the past 2 weeks have been healing from this surgery, which is minor compared to C-section, but has been a bit of a hassle. I've been off work. I don't have to go back until the 30th. On the trying to conceive front, I'm counting myself out this month because of the surgery. Realistically, there's no reason why a follicle couldn't survive that. I was told online by multiple websites that I should have ovulated on the 15th, which is why my mom asked if it was ovulation pains, and it wasn't. I'm pretty sure by listening to my body that I ovulated on the 11th. I had EWCM and I had cramping on the 11th, 12th. So I'm pretty sure that's when I ovulated, not the 15th. So that being said, I wouldn't have even implanted when they did the surgery. But I mean, I think it's rather pointless at this point to hold out much hope for this month, so I'm not even going to buy pregnancy tests, and I'm not going to do any of that. I'm due for AF on the 29th, and there goes my daughter, who's not sleeping. Lie down, please. Yeah, you can lie down on the couch for a little bit. Yeah, so I'm pretty much counting myself out for this month. There's a tiny, tiny, tiny part of me that wants to, yes, that's a butterfly. I'm sorry, I have no way of editing my video, so I can't edit out the fact that she's ran across and interrupted this. No, can you stay on the couch, please? Back on the couch. Thank you, you're supposed to be in bed. There's a tiny, tiny bit of me that would like to hold out hope for this month. I had good feelings about this month. I wasn't really keeping track of when I ovulated. I wasn't going to do a lot of the stuff that I normally do because of how upset I was over last month. So, pardon me. I had good feelings about this month, but hey, back on the couch, please. Oh, thank you. So we'll see how it goes. Come the 29th, I would imagine AF will show up. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about it, but on to next month. The Chinese gender prediction calendar thing says that next month will be a boy for us, and that's what we want anyways, so that would be really nice. I have started a blog, and I will attempt to figure out where the link goes, and it'll be in the bottom so that you can click there if you want to view my blog. And it's just a life blog of what it's like to be a mom to a 2.5-year-old and married and have a dog and all the rest of it. I try to find the humor in my life, so I'm hoping to portray that in the blog. But yeah, sorry I haven't updated in a while. I was cut into. And congratulations to those who have gotten their positives. It's so exciting. I'm so excited for you. Have a healthy and happy 9 months. To those of you still trying to conceive, I'm with you. I really am. And thanks. Thanks for subscribing.